everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all really well and staying safe. If you haven't already guessed by the title of this video, we have some very exciting news to share with you. Yes, we are having a baby. A baby is joining our tribe, our family, and we are so excited. We cannot wait for the baby to arrive. I have been meaning to put this video together for YouTube for some time, but for whatever reason I just haven't. So I thought I would sit down today with you all and just go through everything that has been happening, because I am now 20 weeks pregnant, which is just unbelievable. We are halfway there already and halfway towards meeting our beautiful new baby. The time has flown by, and I'm sure the next 20 weeks are going to go even quicker with Christmas and other things that are going on. I have no words for how quickly the time is going, but yeah, I am so excited to finally be able to share this new journey with you all. So I've had a little think about things that I thought you might want to know, and I've made some notes as to what I am going to share with you. Some little bullet points like you do. And really the first thing that I thought you might all ask me is, when and how did I find out I was pregnant? So I found out quite early on that I was pregnant. I think my period was maybe a day late. We had been trying and I'd been tracking my ovulation and things like that, so I was kind of waiting for it. And women know that, you know when your time of the month is coming. But to be honest, I think maybe like a day before, my mum had been round and I'd said to her that I was just in a really foul mood because my period was coming, and I was expecting that to happen, and then it didn't. It kind of went the other way. So I did a test. I literally just went out and bought a cheap set of tests because I was a bit like, it's only 1 or 2 days late. I'm not going to go and buy a clear blue test or anything. I just thought I'd just go buy a cheap packet of just sort of little ones. And I did one of them, and straight away it was just like, pregnant. I was like, oh, okay. So I was really excited, and I had to wait till Matt came home, and I just sat down with him, and I just sort of said, oh, do you want some good news? And he was like, yeah. I said, oh, well, we're having a baby. And it took him a little while. Although Matt is obviously keen for another baby, it always just takes him a little while to process that information. So he processed it, and a day later he was absolutely fine and really excited. We then didn't actually tell Olivia until I think I was 12 weeks when we told Olivia. We sat down with her and told her together that she was going to be a big sister, and it was honestly one of those moments which I thought was going to be the most magical and special moment between us as a family. And Olivia sort of went, that's boring. That's all she had to say was, oh, that's boring. And that was the end of it. That was the end. And it probably, similarly to her dad, took her a little while to process that information. And an hour later, she was upstairs, jumping up and down on the bed, shouting, I'm gonna be a big sister, which was so lovely. And even now, she's still extra excited, especially now that she can see a bump, and I can tell her movements are happening, and I'm pretty sure soon she's going to be able to start feeling them. So yeah, the excitement is building. It really is. So I have shared this news over on my Instagram a couple of weeks ago now, so if you follow me over there, you will already know that we are having a baby. And one of the questions that I do get asked quite a lot over on Instagram is whether I have or had any cravings or symptoms or anything like that. Now, symptoms wise, it was really different this time round. When I was pregnant with Olivia, I was really tired. I remember just being really tired, and I went on holiday and I just slept the entire holiday. Whereas this time round, I have been sick, like so sick. I think the sickness kind of wore off at about 13 weeks. I was really struggling, and it took me such a long time to feel like myself again. I really lacked energy, motivation, and day in, day out, I would just either be laying in bed or I'd be laying on the sofa. I just didn't want to do anything. It took me a long time to just function again, which explains why I haven't really been very active on social media. But yeah, things are now a lot better. I perhaps now just get a little bit of like acid reflux, which is something that I had quite a lot with Olivia as well. So I just pop some Gaviscon and I'm good for the day then with that. So yeah, that would be my only symptom. So yeah, I had two symptoms this time round. I had fatigue and I had sickness. In terms of cravings, my cravings have been mainly for like savoury things. I always have a sweet tooth anyway, but I just really wanted a lot more kind of like savoury foods. I think I went through a stage where I just really craved tuna. I just really wanted tuna all the time, and as you may know if you have been pregnant before, you're not allowed to eat more than 1 or 2 tins of tuna a week when you're pregnant. So it was a real struggle, and I had to like ration my tuna out, which was sad. But that kind of craving has subsided now, and now I just want to eat everything that's got Christmas flavours in it. Basically, I just need Christmas in my life. Now I have a box here in front of me. This is my perfectly planned 2020 box that came with my Carrie & Co diary from last Christmas. And inside here I have got all of our baby scan photos. I won't bore you and show you loads of them, but I will just talk you quickly through our scanning process that we have had so far. We have had quite a few scans, mainly because we went for an early scan as just a bit of reassurance really. We then had our 12-week scan, we've had a gender scan, and then I had another scan after that because I have a few issues with my cervix following a procedure, but we won't go into too much detail about that. But yeah, so we've had a number of scans, and it's quite fun actually, I find, to look at all these photos and see how much the baby has changed in literally weeks, like in about 10 weeks. It's crazy. So this is our very first scan photo. We went to a private clinic. We went to Window to the Womb, and they did an internal scan, and this was the result. Not sure what it is, but I remember at the time I was very excited, and we drove down to Bicester Village the day after, or no, on the day that we had this, and I was just staring at it the whole way. I was over the moon. There was a little heartbeat, and that was everything that I wanted, especially after we'd been trying for a while and we'd had a miscarriage and things like that. I think when you have that, it's sometimes nice to then just have a little bit of reassurance with a nice early scan. I think we went for this about 6 or 7 weeks. Then our next scan was at the hospital, and this was our 12/13 week scan, and you can see baby here. Now baby is a little bit naughty, and they like to be upside down and tucked right down low into my pelvis, so it's always a challenge to get a nice picture, but the sonographer did a super job and managed to get this picture. This was our only picture that was full of the baby. The rest of the time it was just a bit more like this, a foot. So the sonographer got everything that she needed, and this was the result. I treasured this for so many weeks, and this picture I actually used on our pregnancy announcement over on Instagram, and yeah, it's one of my favorites. Then we went and had our gender scan. Now, we went for our gender scan really early, mainly because I'm too impatient to wait until 20 weeks. I wanted to know, but more importantly, Matt needed to know. For Matt, he's very like matter of fact. He's a man and he likes things to be, you know, black and white in front of him. So he wanted to know so that he could kind of feel the connection with the baby, which really helped him. So these are our pictures from this scan. There we go. You can see the baby's head and nose and mouth and everything else. A lot of these, again, they're just babies always misbehaving and it's difficult to get a picture, but they did do a super duper job. Now, like I said, we did go for a gender scan and we did find out the gender, but rather than me telling you what the gender is going to be, I'm going to pop in a little clip here where you can watch the moment that Olivia found out what the gender was, because she didn't get to come with us to the scan because of COVID and everything else. So we got a confetti cannon and we came home and we popped it with her, and the moment was precious. And disclaimer, my mum wanted me to let you all know that you need to excuse her high-pitched squeals. What do you think it's going to be? What do you think?
A boy.
A boy? Should we find out?
Yeah.
So if you couldn't tell, we are having a baby girl, and I am so excited to have another little girl. It's just, I think having a daughter is so special, but I actually think more than anything for Olivia to have a sister is what I am so excited about. I love having a sister, and I just think having that for her is going to be really special, and they will just grow up being the best of friends, which is all I can ask for, really. I'm also so pleased that I have that video of that moment captured so I can watch it forever, because I watch it now still almost every day, and every day it makes me cry because I'm so happy for us as a family and happy for Olivia and just for everything, really. So yeah, I just love having that video. So the last thing I thought I would end this video on is how I am feeling now at 20 weeks. And the truth is, I feel great. I finally feel like me again. I feel like I've got energy, that I want to go and do things as well rather than not. I also look very pregnant now too, which is lovely. I will pop in a picture of me looking pregnant. I don't want to stand up because it takes me 10 minutes to get up, but yeah, I am looking a lot more pregnant than I did when I was pregnant with Olivia at 20 weeks, but I think that's just the like second time baby thing. But it's just, it's so nice. I think when you get to like 19, 20 weeks or even 18 weeks and you start feeling your baby moving around and kicking, and you look pregnant and people ask you when your baby's due and things like that, it does just all become very real, and it's just so exciting. It's such a wonderful experience and a lovely journey to go on, and I am so grateful that I get to experience this twice, and that at the end of it I'm going to have two beautiful girls who I'm going to love with all my heart. So I'm going to leave the video here, but please expect lots more baby chats. If you've got any questions or if you've got any ideas of things that you would like me to do videos on, then please pop them down in the comments below and I will make note, and I will also get back to you. I've got a few things up my sleeve. There's going to be reviews of baby items, baby must-haves, like pregnancy must-haves, maternity stuff, everything that I think that people might want to know, I will share with you. I'm not going to be going too far away from my roots of home interiors, because we are also going to be looking at decorating the baby's nursery, and we've also got another surprise that I will share with you all hopefully next week. We're just waiting on a little bit of news for that one, but keeping my fingers crossed that it's positive. So I will hopefully share that with you next week. But yeah, I'm not going to be straying too far away from my roots of home interiors, but they're just going to be a bit more kind of lifestyle and baby and family chucked in there for me to share with you, which I'm hoping you're all going to enjoy. But until the next video, please take care and stay safe. Bye.